يمكن شركات وكيل
kujaribu kuangalia nini speed kwa hapo kwa laptop.
Jambo. Mbona jambo vizuri? Bwana gani? Namba ni gani? Okay. CX. Sawa. Dawida. ياك مكتب سواء يسوي حلقة هذا يجي بدل ما تتصير ما يا من دري كل بيته سوى ما عم يجي شكرا الله ويدينا شكرا
stream yake huyo jamaa Madagascar.
بس برسي ما يوسجد والله ما يوسجد ايوه برسي نزلت شنو منك بس ما عادي ما عادي بس ما شيء هذا هاي اللي عادي هو
Nimeweka data management. Siwezi kula credit. Mbona kutumachia kutangalia. Kwa sababu tunakuwa. Ama jaribu kuangalia from your side. Uone kwa vipi. Sasa
Yeah.
Member of Parliament for Dadaab, Dr. Mohamed Dahir. We have a doctor in the house, so mtu akikuwa mgonjwa wala msijali. And without forgetting mzee wangu from Garissa, a very veteran educationist. Asante sana mzee Evo for coming. And equally my friend Amin, the former MCA Abakaile. I think to be just very brief is that we are also waiting for some other guests, but the main reason as to why we are here, Madam Waziri, I mean, you are the guest of honor. I mean, thank you very much. I speak on behalf of Gabeire A Group, and my name is Abdi Ahmed. I'm going to be the very boring MC in this room today. And you know, luckily is I can see the face of East Africa community here. When I say East African community, I mean we have our brothers and sisters from Somalia also. We have that table over there. That table has you know, some leaders from Somalia. And I think the apartments, ghorofa moja mrefu sana inaitwa Sakaria here in Westlands. It's a twin tower. I'm told it's 18 floors with 102 units, and so far iko imefikia 10th floor. Now before I go deep, you know, we Kenyans, we are a people who really believe in God. Sisi ni watu wa kuomba. Kwa hivyo tukikutana mahala kama hapa kwa jambo muhimu kama hili, kwanza tunamtanguliza mbele Mungu. Na Madam Waziri, ni kwamba leo tuko hapa na one of the celebrated sheikhs in the Somali community. His name anaitwa Sheikh Hassan Al-Wajidi, but then he's passing over the baton to his small son. And okay, karibu Mheshimiwa Elachi, karibu sana. Tuko hapa Beatrice Elachi, karibu sana Mheshimiwa wa Dagoretti North. I think Mheshimiwa Dahir, we also we set aside also that table, or we can pull chairs. It's okay. It's okay. Mheshimiwa Beatrice Elachi, asante sana kwa kuja. Thank you very much. We really appreciate that. Now, as I was saying, we have Sheikh Hassan Al-Wajidi. He's passed the baton to his kid, who has a very beautiful name, and the name is Abdul Ilah. Abdul Ilah Fadlan Kale Ader, Kale Ayat Quran. Now he's going to start this beautiful sitting and this beautiful launch with the verses from the Holy Quran. Abdul Ilah, which means the slave of Allah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. إن الذين بالآخرة ليسمون الملائكة تسمية الأنثى وما لهم به من علم إن يتبعون إلا الظن وإن الظن لا يغني من الحق شيئا فأعرض عن من تولي عن ذكرنا ولم يرد إلا الحياة الدنيا ذلك مبلغهم من العلم إن ربك هو أعلم بمن ضل عن سبيله وهو أعلم بمن اهتدى ولله ما في السماوات وما في الأرض الأرض ليجزي الذين أساءوا بما عملوا ويجزي الذين أحسنوا بالحسن الذين يجتنبون كبير الإثم والفواحش إلا اللمم إن ربك واسع المغفرة هو أعلم بكم إذ أنشأكم من الأرض وإذ أنتم أجنة في بطون أمهاتكم فلا تزكوا أنفسكم هو أعلم بمن اتقي صدق الله العظيم.
ما شاء الله. بارك الله فيكم. بارك الله and Abdul Ilah. Such a beautiful verses of the Holy Quran. Mheshimiwa Beatrice Arachi, I just want to joke with you kidogo. You know me, I thought ya kwamba this part of Nairobi is Westlands. I never knew that this is Dagoretti North. So thank you very much. And equally, I think we are being joined by other, leaders, stakeholders. I can see my friend, the former MP for Lagdera. I can see the former women rep, Garissa. I can see my good old friend, Nur K. He's also a businessman from Garissa. But I think because of time, I wish to call Catherine Kitonga to give us an introduction of this wonderful company that is doing awesome things. We are here for the launch, which is going to happen somewhere in an island in the Indian Ocean. So you can imagine the magnitude of this thing. And Madam Waziri, speaking on behalf of the company, I wish to say thank you very much to the Ruto administration for making investment in this country worthwhile. All the more reason maybe in future we'll get other companies or even Gabeire Air, since the president said 12 apana ghorofa 12 fanya 30 ilisli. I hope zitakuja nyingi tu Mungu akipenda. Now over to Catherine, please. Thank you very much.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Our chief guest, our MPs, honored guests, and ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this launch of Madagascar project by Gabiere Group. We gather here to celebrate not only a new venture, but also the enduring achievement of Gabiere Group, a premier construction and technology consultancy that has substantially shaped infrastructure development across Africa and West and East Africa. Established to tackle the unique challenges of construction sector, Gabiere Group has evolved into a regional leader renowned for its meticulous management and innovative solutions. As a subsidiary to Salmanco, our company leverages over 3 decades of global experience, building a legacy of excellence and innovation with every project undertaken. The company has done road construction in Togo, where it has successfully constructed a 15-kilometer and a 20-kilometer tarmac road up to abutment level, enhancing local transportation network and boosting economic activities. Currently, Gabiere Group is making significant strides in the real estate sector with the development of Sakaria complex in Nairobi Westlands area, like you can see on the banner that we have over there. We have 122 apartments with the state-of-the-art amenities like a 5-star restaurant and an infinity swimming pool with a 5-star restaurant among other amenities. We have proudly employed 116 professionals, 6 lead engineers, 24 technical teams, and 90 casual workers, demonstrating our commitment to job creation, economic development, and others. We have already supported 7 different university students in their attachment for graduation. Today, we embark on a monumental journey with the Madagascar Road Construction Project. This ambitious endeavor, spanning a 250-kilometer highway, marks a significant milestone in infrastructure, not just for Madagascar, but for Africa at large. The project is projected to take 36 to 54 months, with the first phase of 80 kilometers already in progress. In this project, we are deploying an exemplary team of 10 lead engineers, 45 technicians, we have 120 artisans, and a great number of casuals. Our company remains steadfast in its mission to enhance infrastructure across Africa, driving forward with initiatives that support sustainable development and foster economic growth. The project is not just a road, it is a lifeline, connecting people, facilitating trade, and opening up new regions. Thank you for your support and belief in our endeavors. Together, we are paving the way for a brighter and more connected future. Thank you.
Now, before you leave, I think this next phase, you're going to be here with me for a brief. In the room, Madam Waziri, we have a very powerful team which is tech savvy, and they are going to connect with us, with our engineer, who is in Madagascar, and the name of engineer is Musa Kamala. He's the chief engineer. He's going to tell us the nitty-gritty of what is happening out there. So, guys, over to you. If you want to add anything, because you are, you know, you're an insider.
Yes,
okay.
Exactly. So, Joseph, please can you connect us to Mr. Kamala so that we can see
of the new road between Antananarivo and the Tomasino by a dual carriageway of 250 meters that will replace the old road of 360 kilometers. Currently traveling from Antananarivo to Tomasino is more or less than 9 hours. The new road is a design speed of 100 kilometers per hour and the self-limited speed sign of 80 kilometers per hour. Therefore, after the project 13 carriageway with the road marking and the road signs, the construction of a free intersection between the new road and the existing roads. The construction of 6 toll stations will be built also on this road. The construction of the free rest stations. Now, the scope of the project. The project is projected in 2 phases, 80 kilometers and 85 kilometers approximately. Each phase is projected to be done in 18 months. The project starts from kilometer 0 in Antananarivo and progress toward Tomasino. Ladies and gentlemen, we are grateful to Samcrit Egypt, our partner on this project, and the government of Madagascar, which welcomed us and accepted our intellectual, technical, financial support on this fundamental project for development and the well-being of the society of Madagascar. Thank you for attention, and we are Honorable Rebecca, CS of Trade Investment, PS Ambassadors, Member of Parliament, MCAs, and the distinguished guests. This is the success of Africa because the impact of this project is beyond 2 countries. Asante sana, Merci, Marsanity, Elabale, Wisauta.
Wow, that is awesome. Mhandisi mkuu Musa Kamala, asante sana. Natumai unaiwakilisha Kenya vizuri, na mimi nikitumia lugha yangu ya mama na kurudishia Mahatsanit kwa kuwa umesema Mahatsanit, which means asante. Madam Waziri, ni kwamba this company has some brains behind it. One of the directors was telling me they started from some very humble beginnings. And to all other distinguished guests, I want to introduce, at least by show of hand, my friend, Director Adan Abdullahi, who is the Kenyan director. No, stand up and be counted. It's your day. And equally, we have a director from Djibouti. She's a fair lady. Her name is Aida Abdul Qadir. Aida Abdul Qadir. Okay, maybe Aida Abdul Qadir, yeah. Just, raise up your hand. Yeah, she's one of the directors. Makofi sana. Madam Waziri, one of the directors was telling me that the company really needs to move heavy machineries. And I think, I believe that's where your help will come in the most. And equally, I was told this particular project, Sakaria, it employs over 100 Kenyan employees, skilled for that matter. So it means that ni kwamba wanafanya kazi nzuri sana. Kwa hayo machache na mengi, nilikuwa namtarajia sana mbunge wa Kamukunji Yusuf Hassan, lakini kwa sasa ninaomba nimpatie microphone aliyekuwa mbunge. Samahani kidogo, okay. Ulimi hauna mfupa, Waswahili wanasema namna hiyo. Niko na rafiki yangu hapa, he's my role model. He was the ambassador in Botswana, and at one time, Madam Waziri, he served as the youngest member of parliament from Northeastern. Makofi kwa Chirile. Karibu.
Thank you, Auntie. My friend from Garissa.
Okay, all right.
Madam CS, Rebecca Miano, Beatrice Alachi, Jumbe wa Decoreti, former members of parliament. I can see here the director of Gabriela Group, Jama, and Madam Aida, prominent businessmen of Somali community in Kenya, in Djibouti, in Somalia, and perhaps even in Ethiopia. You know, Somalis are a nation state with the second largest community in Africa. Sometimes people tell us we're minorities, we're not. That is the reality. That's the reality. But Madam, having said that, I think this company is raising the bar for many other Kenyans who are trying to eke out a living by exporting manpower, technology, infrastructure development to the rest of Africa. Madam CS, you see, Kenya is a hub for many other African countries, Europeans. Kenya, and Nairobi in particular, is a city where you can connect virtually to every corner in the world. If you want to go to Turkey, it's about 5 hours. If you want to go to Saudi Arabia, 3 hours. If you want to go to Saudi Arabia, 3 hours. If you want to go to Ethiopia, it's 1.5 hours. Somalia, 1 hour 20 minutes. If you want to go to Entebbe, 55 minutes. If you are going to Juba, it's another 1 hour 10 minutes. If you are going to Dubai, 4 hours. If you're going to South Africa, 4 hours. If you're going to Botswana, where I used to live and work there, I was domiciled there, it's another 4 hours. If you're going to London, 7 hours. Germany, 7 hours. So really we're a hub, and we must celebrate. And then secondly, more fundamental, is that Kenya has the skills and manpower, unlike many other African countries. We have the best brains. Our school started in the 80s. the first church that came here, Rabbi Church, you go to Western Kenya where Alachi has some roots, you realize that Kenyans are all over. And Kenyans have, I think they're among the first very few people who got their first PhDs. In 1934, Kenyans were among the trailblazers. So I think in terms of infrastructure development, I think this company is doing something many other companies have not done. And you see, Africa is lagging behind because of infrastructure. Africa has 1 million tarmac roads. 1 million. India, which is just like a quarter of Africa, has 4.6 million tarmac roads. That clearly indicates where we are. Africa is the size of Europe, US, and perhaps China put together. We are 30 million square kilometers. It's huge, but we're lacking the infrastructure. Where are we? And infrastructure is the one that connects the dots. It reduces the cost of doing business. But we are unable to do the infrastructure. Kenya's roads the tarmac roads are few. Other African countries are even worse, particularly in this region. So I think, madam, I know where you occupy. We need to open trade, businesses. Currently, we know Somalia has joined the East African Community. Ethiopia is also want to join. Djibouti. East African Community will be about 10, 15. We are talking about a market of 400 million people. 400 million people. So basically, if we break down these blocks, ECOWAS, SADC, COMESA, East African Community, those things should be broken down and Africa becomes one. If today you want to go to another African country, you'll ask, where are you going? Where's your visa? Those things should end. So, but having said that, I think, madam, we are really pleased and encouraged that you are one of the best performers. I could see your ratings, and just joined the ministry the other day of trade and investment. You have really done wonderful things. So I'm happy that you have come. You're supporting this project, and you have done immensely where you're in your new docket. So I believe that the future will be bright with you under in this ministry, and I think you're going to deliver. And I want to say that the Madam Aida and Jama of exporting, they're creating jobs for Kenyans. They're creating linkages. They're creating businesses. They're bringing foreign exchange. Kenyan diaspora, we have about 5 million Kenyans in the diaspora. But the other day when I went to your house, I was surprised. Many Kenyans are lining up to get passports. If we don't have jobs in Kenya, and the people are denied passport, people are saying we are going to be vetting you. When you are getting an ID, you're already vetted. Why do you have to stop people to get a passport? I think that one also, the ministry should look at it, together with the Ministry of Interior, for people to be facilitated. Let them look for jobs outside, because they contribute a lot to this country. So with those few remarks, I thank you for gracing this occasion. We can't take you for granted, particularly the Somali community. We're a huge community. I told you when we were sitting privately that we don't go to banks. We pool resources together. We trust one another. Because integrity among us is very important. And that is so sacrosanct. We're one, we're united, we're working together. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Before you go, Mr. Ambassador, I wanted to recognize the presence also of two former cabinet ministers from our neighbors Somalia who are part of the East African Community, and equally tuko na marafiki zetu ambao wanatoka Premier Bank. Now, Mr. Ambassador, because of the protocol and the seniority, itakuwa ni wewe ndio unafaa kumkaribisha Madam Beatrice Elachi.
I think
yeah, she's there. Yes.
Madam, thank you so much. I thought somebody else was going to invite her, but that's good. I'm very pleased. Madam Rebecca Miano, I've worked with you when you were in Kengen. I came with my president in Botswana one time, and we flew up to Naivasha. We have some connections and some chemistry also. So please welcome to the stage and deliver your speech. Beatrice Elachi, I'm sorry, Beatrice Beatrice, I know also. Thank you. This is welcome. Thank you.
Asante sana. Our CS of Trade, Rebecca Miano, our seniors who have given us an opportunity to come and see this wonderful job, the directors, our former members of parliament, former ambassador. Let me write on the protocols that are there and say all protocols observed. Good afternoon. Assalamu alaikum. Wazima. Wazima. Ama siku hizi tumekuwa digital sana, tunanyamaza tu. In the world of digital, people don't talk, they just do things on the phone, and that's a world we have with our children. So I hope we are not. I can see our age is an age of social. So mko wazima? Asante. We are celebrating today, and first of all, I want to really appreciate. I was hoping Mheshimiwa Yusuf would be here, because he's the one who invited me. But then I hope he will come in. But having said that, to appreciate so much the CS for coming in today, to stand with GAG in this day that they are celebrating, and I am also celebrating with them as they enter into Madagascar to start this construction. To me, it's a milestone to see one of us, our own companies now getting into Africa and building Africa, and the way we always go to China. And I've seen you've gone to Togo, you've done many things. You have even now ventured so much into real estate. I was telling Waziri, I was in Madari this morning. We had gone there to just launch the appeal to see how we can support the people there to get out of the camps. And when I went through Isli, I said, it's no longer Isli. It needs another name. I tell you. And I told myself, I think government never walks into Isli. And they don't understand this Isli. So I told her, I want you to send your team first. Let them go and let them go to the mall. I was among the guests that also when they were launching it, I went with Yusuf to launch. And I looked at that mall and I said, this is beyond. So we need to go there just to benchmark and then understand. And then from there they will understand how that economy is working, and so that we help each other in the country. And so for me, my first business, when I was a bit young, I got an opportunity through Ahmed Nasir. And at that time, the registrar of judiciary gave me a tender to do laptops. And the mzee who helped me is a mzee. Today he is in heaven with Allah. But he's a mzee who helped me without anything. With a young man called Elias from Wajir. He gave us 10 million shillings. And he said this in Kiswahili. Mtoto wangu, nakupa hizi hela, utafanya hii biashara, wewe ujiangalie, ujidhiri kwa roho yako na urudishe. And he gave us. We went, we did the business. When we were paid, I went back to Mzee to give back what was his and to say thank you. And from that time, he taught me a lesson that the best business you can do is not of a lawyer. It is for you to trust that you have that trust God has given you. Upewe, rudisha. Usiporudisha, ni laana tupu. The business will never move. The business will die. You'll have many struggles. So that is one thing, Mama Waziri, I envy and I always appreciate from my Muslim brothers and sisters. And I know we are very good friends with many of them. But having said that, I think today you've also now given us another eye-opener. And I'm just praying that as you go, Allah will guide everyone and you'll ensure you do a good job in Madagascar. You keep our name as Kenya. And I know that Waziri is one person, I'll tell you, when she was in Kenya, even I never went to her office, but on phone, we would do everything, whatever she says, she keeps her word. That is one thing I respect about her. And so, as I finalize, I just want to say we want to really stand and see our young people also in all this that is happening in terms of affordable housing. We are saying it's affordable, but it should be a house with dignity. And you know, in Waziri, in this community, wakitafuta nyumba, wanakwambia ujenge nyumba yenye itatoshia watu. So hata huko Isili tunapojenga, hata hapo hizo za affordable hapo Starehe, wameshaingia wakawaambia, sisi tunataka hizi nyumba. Lakini we utajenga venye sisi tunakuambia, ndio itoshie sisi ikuwe nyumba ya maana. It means they want a house with dignity. Tuseme affordable na si nyumba yenye mtu anaweza ingia. So even as we build the affordable, tutajenga with dignity, ndio mtu akiwa na familia vizuri anatoshea ndani. Kwa hayo mengi na machache, ni wakati wangu sasa kumwalika waziri wetu wa trade, Mama Rebecca Miano, aje atupatie hotuba yake. Karibu sana Mama Waziri.
Thank you very much. We can have our seats. Honorable Beatrice Elachi, MP for Dagoretti North, and all the distinguished ladies and gentlemen in the house. I see very renowned friends here, starting with the former ambassador. I also have Chairman of Ewasongiro North and other dignitaries, and the directors of Gabriel Group. Good afternoon, everyone. I am so happy, and it gives me great pleasure to join you today as we celebrate this monumental milestone in infrastructure development, not only in Kenya but in Africa, and the launch of the construction of a 250-kilometer road, which is a dual carriageway, and it will be built to bitumen standard, linking Antananarivo to Toamasina in Madagascar by the Gabriel A Group, known as GAG, is a great achievement. The construction of this road is not only a significant achievement for the company that has won the construction, it has a profound impact on 3 interconnected regions of Kenya, Madagascar, and the rest of Africa. It is also a testament to the power of collaboration, innovation, and determination in shaping the future of Africa by bolstering the African Union infrastructural objectives, such as the Trans-Africa corridors. My ministry's mandate is broadly categorized into 3 goals. The first one is to attract investments, both foreign investments and domestic investments. And number 2 is to increase manufacturing to GDP. Currently, we are at 7.6%. I have a goal to build that to 15% by 2027 and by 20% by 2030. The next objective is export increase. We want to produce more in our country for our own use and also for export. We need to reduce the import of things that we can manufacture here in Kenya. So this project contributes to the success of my ministry and especially trade in services. This company is actually exporting services to Madagascar, exporting manpower, expertise, machinery, technology, and it is also bringing back foreign currency. And we know that this group, by providing construction and the technology and the consultancy, will be making a very big contribution and raising the flag of our company, or of our country. The Kenyan team of skilled engineers and technicians who will go there signify yet another landmark, because this is the way to go. We know that exporting services contributes 60% of our GDP, and we really need to trade in services, not only locally, but abroad. The highway that will be constructed by this company symbolizes connectivity, and it will be the first toll highway in Madagascar. And it will reduce, like we have been told, the distance, the time taken to travel from Antananarivo to the city of Toamasina by 110 kilometers or by 6 hours. That benefit in terms of money, in terms of manpower, in terms of cost, will be a great addition to the people of Madagascar. This reduced time will create opportunity for the people of Madagascar by opening new avenues for commerce and facilitating socio-economic development. And for Africa, this road will facilitate the efficient movement of people, goods and services across the continent, and it will help our continent to be on the road to realizing Africa's economic integration and the aspirations of its agenda, and it will create the Africa we want. Kenya champions the Africa Continental Free Trade Area, and it is exemplified by the ratification of the treaty, the continued engagement on commencement of commercially meaningful trade, and this project in itself signifies Kenya's contribution and its resolve to support the Africa Continental Free Trade Area. On behalf of the Gabriel Group, I wish to express my appreciation to His Excellency the President for continually supporting efforts to create a conducive environment and also profiling Kenya to the rest of the world. As we speak here, Kenya is now rated as one of the best companies, not only for investment, but also to produce manpower, among other abilities. With this milestone and others done in the country and in Togo, we have seen the profile. We are even more encouraged to promote local companies like this Gabriel or GAG group. We need to support them to construct multi-billion projects in Kenya, across Africa, and the rest of the world. So I take this opportunity to convey a very hearty congratulations to the directors of this company and all the stakeholders. Congratulations. Like we have seen, this company has notably and successfully completed the construction of roads in Togo and is currently engaged in the construction of a residential twin tower with 1 or 2 units in the vibrant Westlands area of Kenya. That is a very great achievement. As we witness the commencement of this ambitious venture, let us recognize the transformative power of infrastructure development in driving sustainable growth and prosperity. Ladies and gentlemen, I urge you to join me in supporting this company and calling upon other Kenyan companies to gather their courage and to dare to participate in such projects and fly the flag of Kenya high as we export our expertise. I note this project has the potential and will create jobs. I understand already there will be more than 100 skilled workers. We will have attachments, opportunities for the young people. And as we export services, as we export our expertise and our equipment, it gives us great pleasure as the people of Kenya. The project is huge, and the whole project, if completed, will be about a whopping 930 million US dollars. And that's a huge contract and will contribute to us getting foreign currency. So I wish you the very best. I urge you to raise the flag of Kenya to pave way for other Kenyan companies in various sectors to get awarded contracts in the countries that you are working in and also for the rest of the world. I urge you to showcase what Kenya is made of, and other countries will succeed. Other companies will also benefit. In conclusion, let us all unite in applauding the GAG Group for their remarkable achievements and for embracing the challenges of tomorrow with unwavering resolve. Together, let us embark on this journey towards a future where commerce knows no boundaries. You can be in Kenya, you're working in Madagascar, you're in Djibouti, and you're in the rest of the world. Let us all be driven by the opportunities to flourish as we ensure prosperity reaches every corner of our nation and every corner of Africa. Finally, I want to pledge support from my ministry, not only to create an environment where business thrives, but to resolve your challenges. If you encounter challenges in moving your people, in moving equipment, or any sort of challenge that I can resolve, you can speed dial and call me anytime, and we'll be able to resolve that. I also want to bring the best wishes and regards from His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya. I did mention to him that we will be here this afternoon, and he's very excited when I told him that a Kenyan company has won a tender to build a road in Madagascar, of all places. And I told him not to build a road in Mombasa, not Malindi, I mean Madagascar. So it is such good news. And with those few remarks, may God bless you even as you go to Madagascar. Wish you every success in implementation of these projects. And when it is done, please invite me to Madagascar as we commission the road. Thank you, and God bless you again.
Oh, thank you very much, Madam Waziri. That's a very, very powerful speech. And I would say that to the distinguished guests that the Waziri is meaning business because she's come here with her team. There's her technical advisor, Mr. Bruno, among so many. Kwa hivyo, asante sana. And then I will add to the company, Gabriela, the directors, you must be very lucky because you are dealing with a fair lady. You know, they are more compassionate than we men. So, in other words, they'll take good care of your businesses and consider you in a very, very positive way. I think to cut a long story short, Madam Waziri, let me joke with my folks in Kisomali. Inshallah, goska walakadi dona gordo. In other words, people will eat very soon. But I'm told, kuna keki, lazima utakata keki ya furaha. Na nilikuwa namuomba yuko wapi Christine and the company, please, can you wheel in the cake? And keki hiyo pia, Mungu akipenda, tutakatiwa na waziri na vile vile akiwa na directors, akiwa na my good friend the former ambassador. Kwa hivyo nitakusumbua tena Madam Waziri, lakini ngoja kwanza tuiweke sawa. Although I'm diabetic, lakini nitaonja hiyo keki leo. Anyway, that was a beautiful speech. Na pia mwambie Mheshimiwa Rais ya kwamba tumepata salamu zake na we really appreciate everything. Please. Now I think the cameras are okay. Madam Waziri tafadhali. Elachi Director, please. Sido kale magaidi. Kale wala. Adigo ralia. Inshallah, gordo goska wala qadi dona. Kidogo. Wow, that is beautiful. Okay. Yes, Madam Waziri, how is the cake cutting? So beautiful. Wow, makofi kwa Mheshimiwa Elachi. Wow, that's beautiful. That's awesome. Hey, wow. From the director to the CS. Well, okay, thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much. I would really say, Madam Waziri, you are a very, very humble human being. Let me now address you as a person. Sio ile ofisi una hold, as a person, you are a very, very humble human being. Thank you very much. And I'm also told that our ambassador, the Somali ambassador to Kenya, Ambassador Honorable Jibril Ibrahim Abdul, who was supposed to be with us here, could not make it. He's gone to the airport to see off his boss. In other words, the Prime Minister of Somalia, Hamza Bare, who has been in the country for quite a while. Now, ningependa kumpatia microphone ndugu yangu Joseph Kari. Joseph Kari ambaye ni wakili wa hii kampuni atoe a vote of thanks, and then we go for lunch reception. I was joking with my friend Joseph Kari. I told him his name is Mo Kizungu, and the man is here.
Yes, my brother, the MC. Let me start by recognizing the presence of our CS, Madam Rebecca Miano, if there are any ambassadors within us, if not their representatives, our MP, together with the former MPs who could be present with us here, our religious leaders, business partners, directors, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Indeed, it is a great pleasure for us as a company that today we have the pleasure of the presence of our CS and our MP, Madam Melachi, to come and grace this occasion. We are indeed honored. We feel your presence, Madam CS, and we look forward to further engagement, just as you've said. I dare say that we have a Pan-African company. Being a Pan-African company by structure, we indeed need the support, the collaboration, and goodwill of the government and the political wing. And your presence here is highly recognized and will go a long way, and is a clear indication of the support that we have from the government. Being the government policy of promoting Pan-Africanism, we are on it, and we are going to run with it, Madam. We appreciate your support, and will also be available for you wherever you need us to support you in one way or the other. That is an undertaking that I give on behalf of the company. I'd already been given that instruction, and I have it in writing. We can share a copy with you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, my role today is very, very simple. I would simply say one word: thank you and congratulations. Thank you for our partners, beginning with our CS, our envoys who are present with us, our MPs, both current and both sitting and former, if present. As I said earlier, our religious leaders, business partners, and directors. We take this opportunity to say a big thank you. For the directors of Gabaire, we say congratulations. It is not the end, but the beginning. One step can only lead to another. Talking after most people have talked, and more particularly more eminent and eloquent persons, I'm used to addressing a controlled environment, more particularly in blue suits and black suits, Today I'm in, I don't know what color this is, but I think it is gray. I'm trying to cut a corporate image because I'm a corporate practitioner. Madam, my name, as you said, is Kerry Francis. I'm a typical River Lake Nilot, but with a white hat. I think that's where the name comes from. And with those few remarks, the cake having been cut, the advancement of the hour, and I think looking at the exact time, it is just a few minutes to 2. African traditions, we are supposed to be in a dining table. I'll not take much of your time. As we go to interact during the bitings, let us use this opportunity to interact, create more relationships and collaborations. Let us network. That is the essence of this gathering today. Madam, we appreciate you together with our political class. It is not very easy to get you people on board, but you've honored us. We don't take it for granted. May God bless all of us and bless everything that we have in plan, for He's the one who has designed this day and given us this opportunity. Thank you all and be blessed.
Asante sana bwana wakili.
You can take over.
Thank you very much. Na sasa kwa kuwa tuko na viongozi hapa, acha nijaribu Kiswahili changu kwa moyo mkunjufu. Madam Waziri na hiyo meza yako, tunawaomba chefs wako tayari, maakuli rasmi ambayo yameandaliwa na Gabeire yanawasubiri pale nje. Madam Waziri, tutaanza na hii meza yenu, halafu tutaenda kwenye hiyo meza. Karibuni. Mjienjoy, mjibambe. madaxda okay ma sha Allah horta qof walba madax weeyaan alla khayr ay idin siiyo, laakiin markii ay soo dhameeyaan miiskaas ayaa ku xigi doona xildhibaanadeeni hore oo maaragtay gobolka Soomaaliyeed ee waqooyi bari Kenya, Lagdera iyo sidoo kale ma sha Allah alla khayr ay idin siiyo. Okay hadda afkan ku hadlayo muxuu yahay انت سير انا في سواحلي وكشيغا انا في صومالي كفصيل
عليها كحريه مركز
Muziki hata mashine unatumia? Muziki mashine unatumia?
Ibrahim Abdul. He's on his way to come and join us. Marka inshallah saas ula socda. Sidoo kale waxaana la joogaa saaxiibkay Professor Mohamed Haji Ingirisi. Nin aan caadi ahayn weeyaan ninkaas. Thank you very much for coming. ambassadorka ayaa khudbad noo jeedin doona si kooban marka Okay, dabcan ambassadorka wuxuu leeyahay dhigiisa hore Botswana oo Kenya ayaa u hadlay marka hawsha halkaas ku eg tahay aad iyo aad baad u mahadsantahay.
Hizo seafood. Kutoka kweli.